Y'all ain't saying that. See, y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all didn't know I used to do that, did you? See, you ain't had to know where I came from. Just know where I'm going. Long as I got Jesus, I can appreciate what God has done in my life. I don't take none of that for granted. Then Elder Jacob, after we watered the plants, after a while, you know, when the weeds started growing, we had to take a hoe, and we had to hoe around the plants one at a time, all the way down the row, all day long, till it was time to knock off. And then, after that, when they grew up a little bit, we had to take another can with a stick on it, and we had to dip it in the bucket with the poison and poison it so the worms wouldn't eat it, one by one, all the way down the road. And see, when we were children, when we were younger, we would race. See who can get to the end of the road fast enough. But see, now y'all can't get y'all children to go outside to pick a flower in the sun. It's too hot. And then, after they grew up, then we had, the tobacco had a flower in the top that you had to cut it out. And so, you know, for it to grow and to, you know, so we had to go down each row, one stalk at a time, cut that flower out of the top of that tobacco, all the way down the row. And yeah, we had to pull the thing called the suckers. We call them suckers. You had to pull them out. You had to do all of that. Then when it was mature enough to harvest, then we had to go down the road and crop the tobacco. Any tobacco croppers in here? Anybody know anything about cropping tobacco? See, in Brooks County, where I came from, the boys cropped the tobacco. And then they put, and you know what? Even, I remember when we had a mule and a sled. You remember the sled? They used to pull the tobacco. Y'all see, y'all ain't saying that. Y'all see, yeah, see, we wasn't no tractor. You hitch the mule up to the sled, and you take it out to the field, and they will load up the sled with the tobacco, then they will bring it back to the barn, and the ladies will take it out, and then they will string it on the stick. See, y'all, and I ain't that old. Then, after we string it up, we had to hang it in the barn. Then when we got the barn full, you turn it up, turn the heat up, and it had to cook. And then when it cooked, we had to take it out of the barn. Take it out of the barn, then you took it off the sticks. Took it off the sticks, laid it in the sheet. You laid it around in a circle. When you got enough in the sheet, you tied it up. Y'all see, y'all took it to the market to sell it. Y'all don't pass that down. See, that's information you need to pass down to your children. They need to know what you had to do. They need to know that you didn't work in air conditioning all the time. They need to know that you didn't have electric heaters and central heat and air in your house all the time. They need to know that you had to let the windows up. You had the fan. Y'all need to... They need to know that you can go in look through the front door and look through the back door. Y'all ain't saying nothing. They need to know that there wasn't no rooms all over the house like this. You had one shot. Y'all ain't passing down no heritage. They need to know that all the boys slept in one room and all the girls slept in one room. Mom and daddy had a room. Y'all ain't. And some folks didn't have it that good. Now you can't get your children to go out to the street to the mailbox because it's hot. I wish. See, I ain't got no more little children. But these days, you'll see my children snag a tooth. One because their tooth came out because I knocked them out. Because they done got too rough these days. I will knock you out. Want to knock them out, Tanya? We will knock you out. Don't play that. If I got to feed you and clothe you, you going to respect. You going to obey. You going to do what I say. And see, the thing about it, they don't know what you had to go through. That's why they think, well, it's always been this way. We've always had air conditioning, and we've always had, the heat and all of that, and carpet and all of that. How many know you didn't have no carpet? How many know you didn't have no rug? How many know you, to keep the wind up, you have to put a stick in it? The windows wouldn't even stay up. You had to put a stick in it to hold the windows up to let some air in. How many of you know that we had to boil the clothes in one of them black pots outside? Do I have anybody that ain't shamed? I ain't shamed. We had to make a fire up on the pot, boil the clothes in the pot, get them clean. Then we had a rub board where you rub to get them clean. Then we had a clothesline. Anybody know what a clothesline is? That you hung the clothes on the clothesline and you let the sun and the wind dry them for you. See, everybody don't, your children think you always had a washer and dryer. And they don't even want to get the clothes out of the dryer and fold them up and put them up. Y'all wish I had somebody that would tell the truth. You need to beat their tails and tell, go in there and get them clothes out that dryer and fold them up. I mean fold them up and fold them up right. You see the reason why they need to know? Because one day if something happened, they don't have a washer and a dryer, they need to know how to go back out there, tie one string to one tree to the other. I wish I had somebody, and hang them clothes up and let them dry. That's why your children now, you're not teaching them how to survive. Because if the air conditioner cut off, if the electricity go out, if the stove stop working, they'll starve to death. They can't take no bath. They can't do nothing. You need to teach them how to survive. I know how to make a fire. If I need to keep warm, I know how to make a fire. I know how to get some wood and put it in a pile. Get some dry leaves. I wish I. See, y'all thought I was going to say newspaper, didn't you? No, we didn't get the newspaper back in my day. We didn't get no newspaper. We had some dry leaves. And you made a fire. You cut wood. And you brought it in the house. And then you got up on them cold mornings and made the fire. Y'all wish I see y'all. You need to tell your children that. Tell them what you had to do. And they think because you asked them to do one little simple thing that it's just too much, it's too hard, it's just too much. They think you're just being mean, Pass down what you had to go through. Let them know that it has not always been easy. Let them know what you had to do to get them to the air conditioner.